Howdy, friends. If you're out there right now, living in the Dark Ages, maybe that's because you're an extremely immersive role player, or maybe that's because there is a series of storms just absolutely smashing the United States right now. And if that's the case, I hope you're being careful and being safe. Clary, saw that you're watching on phone because of power outage. I hope it's unrelated, but if it's not, again, take care of yourself and be careful, people. It was very ironic. It's kind of a little windy over here, I guess. Sabada! Also, Sabada, thank you for re-upping your Prime sub yesterday. You know I wasn't streaming then. Why are you like this? Euphine, even though it was before I went live, at least had the decency to re-up their sub on a stream. Don't harm me. Don't harm me. But again, thank you so much, Sabada, for re-upping your Prime sub with us for 28 months. Hachi Machi. And Euphine, thank you for re-upping your sub with us for 8 months. What the heck? Oh, no! I forgot to do an announcement. Thank you, Fluffbot. Where have I been? I've been busy. What can I say? Girly Pop, I gotta get that bag. I have been preoccupied, for lack of a better phrase. But the schedule is going to resemble a little bit more normalcy as things pop up. And that's all I will say about certain things, but I'm feeling rejuvenated, refreshed. I'm feeling like a whole ass boy, which is important because, if I was a half ass boy, I don't think that I'd be able to keep all y'all attention, you thirsty motherfuckers. So anyways, sorry. Let me do an announcement for the stream before I forget about it. You just want a schedule update? Okay, so I've actually updated my Twitch schedule, which is the first time I've done that in literal months. But I haven't updated, the channel in Discord. Here's what you need to know about this week. Today, Dragon's Dogma. If you didn't figure that out, surprise, it's Dragon's Dogma. Tomorrow, we're doing Wayland Yutani Wednesdays, which is to say we're going to be playing Alien Isolation. Would it make more sense if we did Siegson Saturdays or Siegson Sundays? Yes, but nobody cares about Siegson. Everybody's here for Wayland Yutani. Thursday, we're going to be doing Monster Hunter World for the very first time. So that's going to be a bold new experience. Excuse me. And then Friday, it's still not Final Fantasy Friday, but we are going to be doing a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV just because I am actually really enjoying the role quests, and there's other little odds and ends we can do inside of it. So yeah. And also, hey Ender Friend, Kishnok, Euphine, Clary, Mesphia, Sabada, Fluffbot, and Battle Benoy. It's good to see you guys. Okay, sorry. Announcement. Atlan will be happy about Thursday. I mean, he got me the game, so we'll see how it goes. Chat, I want people to put in one word, okay? Put in one word, and I will try and make a sentence out of the one word everybody gives me, so that way we can have our new go live announcement. Because realistically, what's happening is I'm just feeling sort of out of sorts about the Dawn Trail announcement. Mesoamerica is a fine setting, or like fantasy Mesoamerica. I'm excited about that part in Tuliali, or Taral, or whatever. I'm not super excited about the like cyberpunk city inside of it, because I gotta be real with y'all. Like, it's very obvious where they're trying to. It's very obvious where they're trying to go with the whole like sci-fi and fantasy thing, right? Like, they're doing the same thing Final Fantasy VII was doing, which was they were trying to sort of rejuvenate and revitalize the series by being like, look, you can put science fiction in with your fantasy. And that's fine, but I play Final Fantasy XIV for fantasy, specifically. It's why I'm so into Ishgard. And so the more it goes towards like, wowie zowie. Do you like neon? Do you like billboards? We've got it all for you. I'm just hankering for the good old days. Give me a big castle, and the biggest threat to the castle is some like troll or ogre with a big mace, and then you're like, oh no, they're battering down the gates of Minas Tirith. Basically, I just want Lord of the Rings, but Lord of the Rings is actually slightly too nerdy for me. The point is, I just want fantasy back. So, all right, sorry, hold on. Okay, so we've got, but Emmett Selk is cheating, but I'm gonna give it to you, Battle Benoy. Emmett Selk. And you're on the same page. Get your science fiction out of my fantasy. I think I saw, yeah, JR says Final Fantasy 1 had a dungeon with robots, apparently. I don't have a problem with science fiction elements in your fantasy game, right? Precursor races, mad scientists who are bringing in robots. I think all of that shit rocks and definitely has a place where it can, you know, absolutely knock. But like, for me, the big problem turns into like, I just like somebody was making a joke about Phantasy Star Online, and that's where I am emotionally right now as well, right? Like just if I wanted to play in a cyberpunk dystopia city, I would go play Phantasy Star Online or another MMO that broadcasts itself like a science fiction MMO. And I'm really hoping that what they do there is really tasteful, or maybe because of the things where like the Heavens Ward post content didn't really become relevant until Shadowbringers, maybe the Endwalker post content and bringing up sort of all the Void Scent and the more like you know, like sort of like traditional high fantasy will come up in the next expansion after Dawn Trail. But like I'm just looking at it and I'm just like, I just want a big Cyclops to show up, and then I want to stab the big Cyclops in the eye 15 times. And then I thought, that's what Dragon's Dogma is. So, you know, fingers crossed, but yeah. Emmett Selk there, one word, proper noun. You don't get to hyphenate things and be like, that makes it into one word. Eggplant, Butts, Emmett Selk, and eggplant. Epic role-playing last night. Oh, the drama. Ooh, actually, I do feel guilty about missing that, yeah. There was a good Emmett cosplay at Japanese Fan Fest. Hell yeah. Yeah. The story for Endwalker Post ended super awkwardly, 100%. I also, JR did buy me, is it Final Fantasy IV that it's based off of? Yeah. JR did procure for me the storyline of the Endwalker Post, the stuff that it's based off of. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, my desire to play Final Fantasy IV's remake is larger than my desire to play Final Fantasy Dawn Trail. No, sorry, Presna. Give me a word. Glandular. Okay. We're almost done with the announcement, I promise. Somebody, yes, we will absolutely play it. We will absolutely play it on stream. Clary is my intention, because, you know, like, again, the thing is I'm a big fan of generic fantasy. When people are like, oh no, you must defeat Demon King Glorbulon with the magic sword of Floofin hyphen, I'm like, yes, give me that. I'm okay with that. Like, and obviously, like, the thing is that it's not about the individual pieces along the way, right? Like, when I get the magic sword of Floofenheiden, like obviously the magical sword is not the point. Like, there have been magic swords before. Like, we've had Excaliburs, we've had fucking Masamunes and whatever, right? Like, the point is the journey. The point is like, I want to re-experience the steps along the way, the Horschafonts we lose, right? Like, I don't I don't want them to be like, I bet you'll never see this coming. It's like Night City, and there are tits, but it's also in your fantasy world. Like, why am I using a sword still? Why, like, okay, like, on one hand, right, like, I get it, like, okay, using a gun in, like, the world of Final Fantasy XIV, like, kind of requires aether manipulation. Except it doesn't, because we literally have fucking Thancred being like, sorry, it's not Final Fantasy XIV hour. I didn't realize that I felt this passionate about this, but I did. Like having Thancred be like, I can't use aether anymore. Orionje, bestie, sweetie pie, honey boo boo, charge up my canisters, means that everyone can use a gun. I just want, like, why doesn't everyone use a gun? And like that's like a weird thing. That's a weird thing for me to have to say about my like fun fantasy series, but like it's just the problem that's been bothering me recently is like there is no reason for anyone to be a paladin or for anyone to be a dragoon with a cool spear. Like just like everyone has access to guns now. Like limitation, but like there shouldn't be, right? Because of manufacturing guns, except like on a conceptual basis, I get what you're saying there, Presna, but like just there's no reason to manufacture any other kind of weapon. Have you ever been shot with a real gun? They barely break skin. You see it in the Final Fantasy VII movie. Is that Advent Children, Theo? Yeah, and you know what? Valid enough, I suppose. It's good to see you, Theo. But yeah, all right. I mean, counterpoint: guns suck apparently, but yeah. Some people have bad aim, hurts ears, but then you just introduce the gunblade, right? You don't have to be a good shot with the gunblade. Thancred literally has an eye patch for like half of Stormblood for no reason. He just like, when you've got a gunblade, you just stab the man, and then also you pull the trigger. It's like a bayonet and the gun, but like the bayonet is bigger and the gun is bad. I don't understand what. Anyways, sorry. None of this is the point. So if anybody else wants to contribute a word to the Go Live announcement, what we currently have is Butts, Emmett Selk, and Eggplant Glandular Benoy. If anybody else has a word they want to contribute to the Go Live announcement, because I didn't prep that before stream, speak now or forever hold your peace. You'll get your very wanted paladin story from it. Are you talking about Dawn Trail is going to have paladin stories? Because if Dawn Trail has paladin stories, for sure. But yeah, people should have gone for the bets. Legend of Dragoon. We're just playing. I mean, I'm game for it for sure. Oh, you're talking about for Final Fantasy IV. Yes, thank you, Clary. Yeah, no, definitely a part of the reason why I'm looking at FF4 for sure. Lasers in Star Wars versus Star Trek for sure. Gunblades are shitty guns and shitty swords. Apparently not. Also, okay, can I say this? Like, we're really deep inside Tangent City, but can I say my first interaction with a gunblade was not a Final Fantasy game, but it was actually in Kingdom Hearts when Leonhart is like there in like the starting city in Kingdom Hearts, and he's like, I'd like, if you want to prove that you're able to go out there and deal with the Heartless, fight me in a duel. And when Leonhart uses the gunblade, I was like, why the fuck do we have the Keyblade? Keyblade, it's a key and a sword. Okay, sure. Gunblade, it's a gun and a sword. Much better. Anyways, so I have a soft spot in my heart for Gunblade. Not necessarily based off of anything real, but yeah. Why did he have that eye patch anyways, Fluffbot? It's just for like vibes. It's just for vibes and aesthetic. Just get a sword at that point. And so as much as I'm like shit talking Final Fantasy XIV and the sci-fi angle, right? There is a sword that you get when you're running the Tower of Babel, where it's like the Magitech sword, and it's just a chainsaw and a sword mixed together. Warhammer called they want their chainsword back. But like visual aesthetic wise, we can continue to like make it more sci-fi, right? Like if there's not a lightsaber in Dawn Trail, I will be very shocked and taken aback. But that being said, right, like in the world, God, this is we're truly getting unhinged. In the world of Warhammer, in order to justify the use of the chainsword, they have to make these like genetic mutant monstrosities who are like space marines and like the Adeptes Astartes, right? Like they've got like 2 hearts and like 15 biceps and like they're just whatever, right? Like in a world in which people are ostensibly within the same power bracket as one another. And I say ostensibly, and like, I know that you guys can be like, Xenos, the blessing of light, blah, 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 blah. But like, I just, like, the problem is that like, why use a melee weapon ever? But that's besides the point. Okay. Can we use a swear word? Give me the swear word, JR, and I'll decide whether or not we can use it. You cannot use Bussy, a Battle Benoy. Kingdom Hearts is fucking crazy. Kingdom Hearts 1 was playable. Kingdom Hearts 2 was getting unhinged. Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't want to get Xehanorded. I just don't care enough to get Norded. Gunblades are like cigarettes. They look cool, but aren't actually good. How dare you? Get out of here. Nothing bothers you more than the existence of Magitech. If anything keeps you from playing Final Fantasy XIV, it's that. Honestly, Sabata, I get where you're coming from. And like the other thing of like, ceruleum works different than normal aether. Like makes me so angry. Oh god, okay, we gotta move on. This can't just turn into me ranting about Final Fantasy XIV. This is the last thing I will say on Magitech. The part where Magitech is like, oh, just kidding, we use magic oil instead of normal magic powers. Fuck you. Get off your high horse. You can either have science or you can have magic. You can't say it's science powered by magic, but it's different magic than the other magic. Get off my dick. Anyways, so sorry. That was very crass of me. I will restrain from swearing because this is a mature stream for mature, respectable adults. But yes, no, I get where you're coming from with it, Sabata. Like, do I have a problem with do I have a problem with Magitech sort of writ large? Not really. Like I feel like there's a lot of really good places where like magical technology and magic interplay, right? But the fact that Magitech seems to be exclusively the providence of people who for some reason cannot channel Aether, and then it turns out that the reason why these people Aether but were given Magitech anyways is because Emmett Selk is a warmongering madman who wants to create a fundamentally unstable society that will end up killing others and themselves so hard to create a world-ending calamity, makes me go, y'all could have just made it a normal magic item. But anyways, laser sword, not lightsaber. I don't know what you're talking about. JR. I mean a laser sword, definitely not a lightsaber. Just like Dune needs special magic shields to make everyone not use guns. Exactly, right? The effort spent to make sci-fi sword fights happening is truly mystifying. Right? And like, don't get me wrong, it's cool. Like I get it. Like it's very rule of cool, but like we literally have bards, which are just archers with buff abilities. Why is a man with a bow and arrow fighting alongside a man with a gun? And like, yes, sci-fi fantasy horseshit. But anyways, you get it. because ranged is sometimes countered by melee and vice versa. Like, I mean, that's true up until a point, Presna, right? But like, the second, I don't know. Like, if you were to try and tell me today that a man with a melee weapon beats like any flavor of melee weapon, call it like any cool style, whatever, versus a man with a gun, like I don't know. Like, and like, this is assuming that the two individuals are at the exact same like power level or whatever, the exact same amount of training and whatnot, right? Like, yes, can I imagine there's definitely a situation in which like a man with a knife is going to be able to maneuver the knife better than the man with the gun? Sure. But also the abstraction of like the man with the knife being able to get close enough to stab the man with the gun, where the man with the gun is not going to be able to shoot the man with the knife, is like, we have to do some really staggering leaps in logic. But yeah. You're an FF8 fan, you can say it. I mean, to be fair, you they actually came from, whereas I like Gunblades from Kingdom Hearts, so fair enough. In no IRL situation, since the invention of the breech-loading firearm, has the melee countered ranged. At best, tight quarters bring range down to melee level. And like, oh, okay, like, we it's a video game. Video games do not need to adhere by real-world logic. Sure. Fine. I agree. A wizard did it. Video games are not real-world. You get it. Also, we're simulcasting on YouTube, because I will forget to talk about it later anyways. My problem is it from a expectant vibe setting, right? Now with Final Fantasy XIV, from Dawn Trail onwards, turns into your sci-fi MMO, where it's like all about space battles, right? And like Dawn Trail was talking about like all these space excursions and stuff. You know what? Fine. You know what? Let's lock and load. Let's go whole hog. But the thing that bothers me the most is the juxtaposition and the anachronism of a man with a pot helmet and a small hammer on the moon hammering a piece of metal. And the reason why this bothers me is like the invention of interchangeable parts in the real world was a fundamental part of the technological revolution. The idea that instead of having to custom make your flintlock firing mechanism, and instead just every flintlock firing mechanism is more or less the same, is what like allows people to propel themselves into the Industrial Revolution. Unless you are telling me that Charlayan is making bespoke spaceships, unless you are telling me that every single spaceship is custom made to order, I don't know that I can handle that concept. Because like the death of the artisan in the real world, and like again, it's video games, it doesn't need to adhere to logic, whatever. But like the idea that in the real the idea that in the world of Final Fantasy XIV, where we have literally a bunch of lads walking next to a wagon going, we need to protect this wagon from the Amalja. And then the Amalja run over the hill and like come down with bows and arrows to like raid your wagon. And then the brass blades are like, oh no, the Amalja are coming. While there is a spaceship flying overhead and like using, I don't know, laser weapons. I don't know what's on the Ragnarok. Like, makes me so deeply perturbed. So anyways, the point is, I want some fantasy, and we're gonna do some fantasy. Did anybody else give me a single word? I thought ceruleum was like oil and aether is just air. No, so ceruleum is oil, and then aether is also oil, but sometimes people produce it naturally. Right? Like, because here's the thing, is that ostensibly when your character is using when your character is using the sword to like stab somebody, right? Ostensibly a part of it is that they're channeling their aether through the sword. It's the same thing with red mage, right? If you look at the red mage's rapiers, a lot of those rapiers are either completely blunt or dull, or don't make sense as a cutting instrument or a slashing instrument or even as a stabbing instrument. And that's because the rapier itself is not actually being used to do the killing. The rapier is a conduit to channel aether from the body. So aether is doing everything inside of that world. Which is why Ceruleum, doing the exact same thing, but just not being naturally produced from the body, is buck wild. Like basically, it would be like me going out and saying, if I jam my thumb into my car engine will work. And as long as I keep my thumb inside of the gas line, then the car will continue to work off of my magic thumb power. But if I pull out my thumb, oh no, now I need to pour in actual gasoline, which is insane. And again, like I'm making spurious connections for the purpose of comedy. They like the writers have done more work than that, but it does still make me just like very unhappy is the moral of it. Respectable. Oh, I better leave then. JR, you know you're always welcome. You are in fact one of my most respectable friends. Guns loud, arrows sound like birds. Oh, fair enough. Okay. Close combat versus ranged combat. If you told me you have to go fight a man in a small arena, and you're allowed any weapon in human history, I'm pretty sure I'd still choose a gun, right? Like a smaller barreled gun, but like. Derringers exist. Short barrel revolvers exist. Anyways, we can't. I've said we can't for so many times. The point is, I'm very worried about Dawntrail and I want to play fantasy. It's good to see you, Techno-Wiz. What about Assassin's Creed? He do the stabby. The stealth angle, sure, but again, the likelihood of me screwing up stabbing a man with a knife from stealth versus me setting up with a sniper rifle 2 cities away. But yeah, it is good to see you. Yeah, ask the Shogunate about how a bunch of samurai fared against musketmen. Exactly. But yeah. I'm sure there will be some explanation in Dawntrail for why this high-tech city exists, and I'm sure you will rant for weeks about it regardless. Yeah, like, and again, the writers do a good job in 14. They have made everything internally consistent in a way that like I always have to capitulate a little bit. But I just like, you made a fantasy city with like their entire thing being an incredible feudal structure, everything I wanted from Game of Thrones, everything I wanted from like Lord of the Rings and every other setting, and all I want is for you to do that again. Just do it a second time. You've done it once. Do it a second time. Anyway, sorry. All I want is Ishgard 2.0 and I'll never get it. And it is an insane ask for me to say it, but yeah. That's why we're going to be playing Dragon's Dogma, because there are dragons inside of it. Interchangeable parts with good tolerances. That's very fair. Yeah. Artisanal spacecrafts for sure. Solution 9 is a direct result of people getting all excited for the modern sci-fi glams we've been getting lately. It wouldn't surprise me, and like somebody brought up as well, a lot of the like the RP venues, are sort of more modern, right? So like some of the RP venues are like cafes like we had in Charlayan, but others are sort of like nightclub aesthetics and things like that, right? And the idea of the game developers going through like the RP scenes and being like, oh, this is what people want, and instituting that is not a problem, right? Like if people in the world and people in the community are excited about this, I don't want to be a spoil sport. I'm not going to go out and tell people don't want sci-fi, want fantasy. Want what you want. And Dawntrail might be really good, right? Like the jury's still out. It hasn't been released. I'm just saying that I have never seen an expansion that has in bold text said, "Fuck you, Demeist. This one isn't for you." And it's fine to make content that isn't for me. I'm not saying they should curtail everything specifically to my needs and wants, but I was just like, okay, cool, no, hell yeah, into Tuliali and all of this jazz. And then when he was like, oh, but we have something else to share, and shows purple Cyberpunk City, I was like, I still haven't bought Cyberpunk 2077, and I think that's the greatest comeback story in video games since freaking Sliced Bread. Sliced Bread is not a video game. I can't think of a better comeback story. But like, I think Cyberpunk 2077 is brilliant. I still haven't bought it. Bought it. It's just not my thing. Oh, since No Man's Sky, that's a very good shot, you guys. So like, yeah, I'm like, listen, if I want sci-fi, like, I don't know that I go to video games for it. I'll read a book. Like, the last really compelling sci-fi where I was like, you know what, I can't say anything against this, was Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. And the reason why those were so good is because I got to play as a man with a laser sword. Anyways. Yeah, difference in technology. Eorzea is bow and arrow land, Charlea and airplane land. Yeah, like, fine, except, again, ostensibly, like Charlea should just be able to conquer the rest of the world. And I get that Charlea has the, like, policy of non-interventionism and whatever. Like, if you have the power to make a spaceship and the neighboring country over thinks that having a boat with a ballista on it is cool, you've basically won the arms race. Anyways, it's besides the point. Yeah. Now we have both spaceships and petty melee crime. Yeah. If I'm gonna take all of human history, I'll take Matter Disintegrator. Fair, but I'm willing to bet you, Kishnok, the Matter Disintegrator is in the concept of some sort of ranged weaponry and does not rely on you matter disintegrating in melee range. Believe it or not, but the most inaccurate part of Assassin's Creed is the assassins. Yeah, fair enough. All I want is the first 2.0, but we are never going back. I would not say that, Presna. I would be very, because the whole thing with Dawn Trail teasing that like the next ultimate whatever is going to be Gaia and Reen and all of that jazz, to me reads as like them testing how excited are people for the first and stuff like that. So yeah, maybe we'll get fantasy stuff once we go to Mericidia. The problem is that Mericidia is so firmly entrenched in like Allegan lore that I don't think so. Like, do I want Mericidia to be fantasy worlds again? Yo, so much, right? Like, I would literally lose my shit if Mericidia was like Ishgard 2.0. But it's pretty unlikely because, again, when we think about all the cultures, when we think about the Warring Triad, when we think about all the things that we know about Mericidia with regards to the Allegans and the conquering of dragons, like it feels like Mericidia is, hey, I heard you like science fiction. But that's me being a pessimist. I haven't done the Loparit tribal quests yet, JR. I have not, yeah. I still haven't Botanist. Botanist is a class in Final Fantasy XIV. That's how deep my Final Fantasy XIV brain rot is. Hello. Is Rogue Trader not sci-fi? Warhammer 40k. ACS Mars just said this about Star Wars, but this is true about Warhammer as well. The universe of Warhammer 40k is fantasy with a like thin veneer of sci-fi painted on. The part where they're all like, oh, we don't have wizards, we have psychers, and oh, you know, it's not space elves, it's the Eldar. Get out of here. You are literally fantasy, but somebody said, I also want to give them guns. But yeah. Mericidia still have dragons down there, so there is a possibility. I definitely think we'll get dragon stuff, but I feel like if we go to Mericidia and there are still dragons and there is still sort of all of that culture and whatnot, it's going to be more like The optional dungeon where we fight Sir, um, and we're seeing all of the Omnicrons like integrating with the dragons, and the dragons have like robotic prostheses and things like that. I'm very worried that it'll be more like that than it will ever be anything like Ishgard, right? But again, is that necessarily a bad thing? Who knows? When it comes out, maybe it'll completely flip flop my opinion on science fiction. You get it. But please still play Final Fantasy XIV. One, because I've got an FC in it, and if you join the game and join my FC, you will get exactly 0% more of my time with you. And also to I do want to do the big Ishgard mega game stuff. My passion for those things have not died down. If anything, they've turned up to 11 because I want to do them more now, because I want to do more high fantasy in 14. But that's besides the point. And hey, Pixie, it's good to see you. Okay. God. We are an hour into stream. You'll wait for the Demeisten D, hell yeah. Gonna go nap until power comes back. We'll catch you, Clary. I hope everything's safe over there, and thanks for popping by. Okay. I let chat do this announcement. It's Dragon's Dogma. Alright, so an hour into the stream, and we've got that go live announcement. Listen, if I'm not laser focused, I'm not anything, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And then I still post on Blue Sky, although why I do, I will not be able to answer you. Okay. So, let's talk about the game that we're playing, because you know, that's a thing that content creators might do about the things that they are doing. We are playing Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen specifically, which is honestly perhaps one of my like favorite games that I have not really gone back to touch since like God, that must have been high school. Dragon's Dogma is very cool. We're gonna do all of the standard stuff. You know, the like menu screen analysis and all of that. Oh God. Why is the audio not coming out of my earbuds? Hold on. Doing both the dog and the ma. Exactly. Wait, hold on. I don't actually hold on. Yeah, no stream audio from the game. Thank you, Memo. We're gonna fiddle around with that real fast. Is this? Did I? Okay. Hold on. Hello? Are you just angry with me because I haven't used the PlayStation controller in 10,000 years? Oh, wow. I think it's yes. Okay, hold on. Oh. Yes, please. How do I... Okay. Good. Nope. Good. Yep. Okay. You're going back to work. We'll catch you around, JR. Thanks for hanging out with us for as long as you did. Yeah, Dragon's Dogma is fun as I struggle for 10 billion years with getting my controller to behave. The game is a certified classic. Once I get everything to work, I might have to just close it and then reopen it again. Okay. But I do really like Dragon's Dogma. It takes me back to a time in which I was like I was in high school. The year's 2012. The game has released pretty recently. And I'm sitting at my like sister's place, and the oh god. Oh no. Oh, this isn't... I wanted you to come through the speakers, but I didn't... Oh boy. Okay, hold on. It's fine, actually. Oh, it's so loud. This is why you listen to all streams at 4% volume. Smart. Okay. I need to figure out what the heck is going on with... Oh, sorry. Never enter Yopo's stream with anything above 5%. Yeah. That does not surprise me in the slightest. Yopo is very good. I like Yopo's content a lot. It is a bit of a mood, huh? And we'll fiddle with audio later. I need to figure out what is going on with... What key do we think this is? Because... Oh, is it supposed to be backspace for save changes? That is truly an arcane keybind choice. What is button 10? What am I... Okay. Can I just not play this with a PlayStation controller? I'm gonna try... The convolution is reminding you of the impossible quiz. God, and I didn't even have to buy a second game. It's 2 for the price of 1. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try firing it up one more time. I do want to talk a little bit about the starting screen. But I do really feel like Dragon's Dogma is a game that a lot of people missed, despite being like a really immaculate, really tight RPG situation. In part because it came out between Dark Souls and Skyrim, right? And so if you're talking about the Dragon game, around the time that Skyrim came out, nobody is going to think about Dragon's Dogma. The Dragon game was Skyrim. And if you want to talk about sort of a hard as nails fantasy experience, no one's really thinking about Dragon's Dogma. Everyone's thinking about Dark Souls. So it really just sort of came out in an unfortunate time. Okay, let's see if I fire it up a third time, if that's going to make it work. Backup plan. You ran 14 more. The problem is that I could rant about Final Fantasy 14 until the end of days, and have done so. Okay, third time's the charm. Okay, it feels like you've just sort of reverted the audio to where it was before. Oh no, okay. Sure, now it's back at the volume that I want it to be. You know what? I'm not going to talk about, that happens in most games. Okay. I'm not going to talk about the starting menu this time. I do think there's a little bit that you can divine, but most importantly, there's a dragon. It's called Dragon's Dogma. There's an anime that was released about it. I haven't watched the anime. And I actually never finished Dragon's Dogma. I got to about the first castle, the first major hub city. And then I had to stop playing because I wasn't really around my sister at that time anymore. And also, like, there were a bunch of life stuff happening on both sides. So, okay, sorry. Dragon's Dogma. It's good. I promise. Even though I haven't been able to string together 2 sentences, it is a very good game. It's very atmospheric. It's very intense, and I love it. God, I want to choose easy because I'm a big bubble-blowing baby, but we're gonna choose normal. Apparently we don't have a hard mode. A vast army formed to slay a dragon. Dragon's Dogma, you gotta give me time. In another place, in another life, another child of man blazes your path.
How dark it's gotten. Have you a light source? Retreat holds only death, ARISEN. We must cleave a path onward.
Okay. Nope. Nope. Oh, man. Okay. First of all, I do like that the controls are working a little bit better. Thank you, video game. Second of all, I gotta bump this brightness up. I could see literally nothing. Hachi machi. Okay. Press start to bring up the pause menu, where you can check your attributes, a full map, quest information, and more. And also, one thing that Dragon's Dogma does that I really like about this is it does sort of start you in media res, right? So...
The dragon's roost is just beyond. We should hurry.
Oh, God. Oh, man. The memory of these controls is not coming back to me. It's going to take me a hot second, I think.
We near our journey's end. The final station of our long struggle. It shows itself. It's beyond imagining.
Mind the edge, Master. A fall here means certain death.
Come, ARISEN.
Careful! A goblin! This way!
You know, a goblin.
We'll rout them in a single charge.
Forge in
Now,
my
ARISEN,
fire.
end it!
The next link in
Okay.
this chain.
So the thing, oh God. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet for this part. Although the opening path here does remind me a lot of Final Fantasy 16.
ARISEN, go and touch that stone.
Invoking this stone can gain you new allies known as pawns, whose loyalty in
Watch
battle
your step.
never waver. The pawn system in Dragon's Dogma is honestly both one of its greatest strengths and one of its greatest weaknesses. 'Tis a rift stone, a stone etched with strange markings. It may be used to summon pawns from beyond the rift. I do not remember the text boxes zipping by this fast,
Our
but yeah.
kind is ever ready to fight by the grace of your guidance,
Is the
ARISEN.
dragon for certain?
As you progress in your adventures, pawns will provide you with useful information and hints. Go and touch that stone. That isn't a good choice in most fantasy. Yeah, I do not remember the tutorial being, well, I say the tutorial. I do not remember this segment being so sort of just go, 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 go. But it is very, again, media res. So, yep, you can use directionals to issue basic orders to your pawn allies.
I'll get the weapons out of the way.
I feel like we have a lock-on button. Am I crazy?
Rain steel upon it!
Okay, so
Now, ARISEN!
one of the funniest things about this system is that, like, there's a lot of, like, grappling and climbing onto things.
A fall here means certain death.
Vanguard has been slaughtered. Leave it to me.
Oh, there's a lot going on. Okay.
Countless pilgrims first beat down this road to the temple.
I feel it close by,
I shall
ARISEN.
restore your health.
Stay
Hold
ever
on.
ready as we advance. Are there no other survivors?
Come, Master!
So the greatest strength and weakness of Dragon's Dogma are the NPCs that you can sort of customize and interact with. What I kind of hate about it is that it falls victim of the thing where, like, you have a bunch of NPCs that have idle dialogue,
Come, Master!
and some of the idle dialogue is just truly the most inane noise you've ever heard in your entire life.
Careful! A goblin!
If I hear Sald say "careful a goblin" one more time,
Snow harpy!
More bodies.
Don't let them drag you!
We need to settle this game.
Slay them before they can use their voice.
Not the worm.
Even in numbers, a weakling is a weakling still.
okay.
Beast, ARISEN!
Yep, I think we dealt with her, folks.
This way!
I do love this game. We're gonna get into the better characteristics of it as we go. Oh,
They grow frenzied.
Threat when well unified.
that wasn't what I wanted it to do. Hey friends, I'll be down in a hot second. I think that enemy got the point, regrettably.
We'll rout them in a single charge.
Even in numbers, a weakling is a weakling still.
Strike them all down at once.
Goblins hate fire!
You know.
Strength in numbers,
Did
ARISEN.
it!
Let's make
Okay.
use of these explosives.
Oh god.
For the worm to work any further with velocity.
Oh,
Burn their wings!
holy moly.
Beware the harpy song!
Slay them before they can use their voice! Strike it when it alights!
It's within striking range.
Strike! Let the whole
Man, what sucks is that I do still really like Dragon's Dogma.
Burn them to ash!
And why I say that sucks is because I don't know if it has aged exceedingly well.
rain steel upon it!
Oh, come on. And I don't know if that's because of,
Slay them before they can use their voice!
Now!
if that's because of me just being bad at games like
Boys,
these.
attention!
Goblins hate fire, hence why we're find them while hunting a fire-breathing dragon. Exactly. So those lads who just showed up,
My fire is yours!
those are people who will be working for the current regime, for lack of a better phrase. So like they're non-player characters in service to the greater plot.
I'll heal your wounds.
Also, again, we're in media res, so what we understand is we're here to hunt a dragon of some flavor. Which, you know, again, it's just classic. Oh wait, also, yeah, hold on. We won't get to keep this treasure, but I'm gonna grab it anyway.
Our goal is ahead.
Yes, Sald, thank you. So the thing about Dragon's Dogma that I think
Dragon's Roost.
is both
I shall restore.
Arisen! This way, sir!
really good and really bad.
I should be proud to guide you.
I feel it close by, Arisen.
We've hidden away here.
Stay ever ready
for
as we
fear of
advance.
the beasts all around.
Arisen! This way, sir!
Is the idea that like you're playing this by yourself, but able to sort of have a party of NPCs with you, right?
Routed
We cannot suffer the
plain
worm to
truth.
work any further
Feel it close
atrocities.
by.
beyond that grand door.
Stay
the
ever
dragon
ready
makes
as we
its
advance.
roost.
Which like at the time of Dragon's Dogma's release, right? The idea of like the non-player characters. No, Sir Pilati! Oh, we had such great feelings and emotions about you.
A chimera! There!
No interruptions.
Let's be rid of the serpent
Like,
first.
oh no, come on! I wanted to throw the explosive at you.
I
Okay,
feel its magic!
Awaken!
come on.
So weary.
So, what do you propose?
Okay. Yep, I would like to not be asleep because of the chimeras thing. Please let me up. Up anytime now. Thank you. Okay. So one of the things that are really cool about Dragon's Dogma's fighting system, oh, come on, is it lets you climb onto the monster. And then as you're climbed onto the monster, you can like specifically attack body parts, right? So we're on the chimera, and I can climb onto the chimera and like specifically attack the goat's head, which is like, you know, and how realistic is it? Perhaps not very, but it is one of my like, it is one of the things that I always think is so absolutely brilliant about this game.
The lion fears magic! The goat is silent!
Left from the body.
I brought you fire's blaze!
Now!
And so like
Focus your attack.
there's like different benefits to, you know, being on foot, because if you're on foot, you can use your like weapon arts and stuff. But if you're on its back, like it changes the monster's ability to target you.
Magic will steal the lion's head!
Attack while I hold it!
I brought you fire's blaze!
Oh, come on, bestie. Let me have a quick snack.
Continue the attack.
But yeah. Oh man. Okay. So Dark Souls released in 2011, Battle Benoit. Dragon's Dogma released in 2012. It is personally my opinion that Dragon's Dogma comes out, like Dragon's Dogma coming out in 2012. I don't want to call it a Souls like because I don't want to say Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls definitely won, right? Like very few people remember Dragon's Dogma. Dark Souls is a household name, but like it's not a Souls like. And that's what I have to say on the matter. Do I have an option to futz abound with audio here? I don't think so. God, I don't think... Yeah, that's far too many characters. We'll just go with Demised. Your moniker will display for players with parental controls? Okay. Souls games are usually games with a stamina bar and dodge mechanic. I guess Monster Hunter is a Souls-like? No! We can't just keep calling everything a Souls-like. Wow, holy cow. This is my moniker for me being online. I genuinely cannot care enough, but there isn't an Elish option. Genshin Impact is a Souls-like, I guess. Get me out of here! You have stamina and dodging IRL. Does that mean real life is a Souls-like? Please! Dudley. Do we have a Jason? Jason and the Argonauts? Javier? Jeff? No. We could be named Jormungandr. Why am I spending so much time on the moniker of my character? I will never see it. M. Bison? Cool. To see a bit of humor, Capcom. Souls is a lifelike. Also, okay, so Battle Benoit's question is valid. Yes. Dragon's Dogma is a Souls-like. Like, I don't wanna like dunk on them. Like that's not in like video games as an industry would classify Dragon's Dogma as a Souls-like. I just think Dragon's Dogma is better because there's like more plot, and I like having the NPC companions, and like you'll see what I mean. Like they're like in terms of the vibe and in terms of the gameplay, there are some differences. Now that being said, there are a lot of similarities to Dark Souls. There's a reason why, if you wanted to play Dragon's Dogma, you probably just went out and played Dark Souls instead. But yeah. Dark Souls is a Dragon's Dogma-like, so there. Technically, Dragon's Dogma comes out a year later, which, if you're like me and you don't believe that they could have done a rush job like that. Like, do I think Dragon's Dogma is inspired by a lot of the same inspirations and starting points as Dark Souls? Yes, absolutely. But yeah. None of these are dragons or dogs. Good to see you, Nyx. How dare you? I may be misremembering Dragon's Dogma, but isn't it more similar to Dragon Age Origins? Yes, you fiend. It is much more similar to Dragon Age Origins, which is a part of the reason why we're playing it. We will also be playing Dragon Age Origins later, but yeah. This feels like false advertising. I'm gonna go back to picking my online moniker for parents who have parental controls on the game for their kids. This is, I'm truly spending way too much time on this one. Montague, oh, that's actually funny. Probably not. Show me a dragon or a dog, please. I'm in the character creator. They have Momo. They do have a Momo option. I'm not going to choose it. So obviously there are names in here that are explicitly references to whatchamacallem, other Capcom games, so like your Street Fighters and your whatnots. Make a dragon or a dog then. Why did you wake up today and choose violence, Nyx? Yeah, you can be Mega Man, again, a Capcom property. I do also need to go in and adjust the sound levels. I'm curious. Do you have a Lancelot? Oh, am I vain enough to be Lancelot? Ooh, they have Galahad. Oh, they have Gawain, my best boy. Do they have? If they have all of the knights of the Round Table, do they have Percival? No, they do not have Percival. Do they have Bedivere? No, they do not have Bedivere. Because you woke up at 3 p.m. Help you. Alright. Can anyone please go help knock out Nyx, please? Ooh, Adonis is a very powerful name. It doesn't matter. No one is playing. I could just name my character Angel. No one is playing Dragon's Dogma anymore. Why am I worried so much about the moniker for someone playing the game with parental controls on? Whatever, it's fine. Brave Sir Robin. I don't think they've got Robin, do they? It would be very indicative of my playstyle, though. Oh, you know what? They've got a Robin. I can't be Sir Robin, but I'll take it. But also, Robin from Fire Emblem Awakening. I never spend that much time in the character creator. I think I use this as the base, which should surprise no one who knows me. And I think I'll just do it again, actually, now that I'm saying it. Ooh. I will hydrate. Thank you, Nyx. Now make him into a dog. We're absolutely not making him into a dog. Do we care enough to customize our character more? Because you can do more character customization, I feel like, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time. Nope, hold on. I want to hear the voices again. Test voices X. Oh no, it's doing fine. God. Really not gonna give me any words, huh? I like that little reverb they have on voice 11 and 12. No, those aren't gonna be it. Voice, type 1 of the voices might be the winner of like the least offensive. Or maybe voice 4? Really just picking which flavor of Link I want. Internet died. Who are we making? We're making our main character. Nyx, that's just a lie. I guess I will stick with voice 1 as the like generic voice. We are going to make more detailed edits. I will never see any of these things, but you can't offer me a character creator and expect me to not take advantage of it. I don't remember what hairstyle I did the first time I was playing through. Probably the same hairstyle I always do of like slightly broody emo guy. A dog or a dragon, I presume. Come on now. Oh yeah, it was almost certainly that hairstyle. If it's not broke. Face shape. God, I always just make the same character in every single game I play. Am I going to stop now? No. No, I'm not. Does anybody know if Monster Factory did a Dragon's Dogma? I worry ever since the Final Fantasy 14 Halloween event where they called you playing a hero a bland bread loaf. It has affected me psychologically. If it ain't fixed, don't break it. Fair enough. Come on. Sometimes people have big foreheads. I have a big forehead. Why do you think I like bangs so much? I guess 42 is the answer to life, the universe, and everything, right? Oh, Dragon's Dogma. Oh, Dragon's Dogma. God, I don't remember if I spent a lot of time in the character creator. I think you can chart the phases of my life based off of how much time I would spend in a character creator. I think when I'm in a good place in life, I spend more time, and when I'm in a bad place, I'm like, just get me to the game already. Which, you know, bodes well for where I am right now, I suppose. Chat, behave yourselves. Like, just perpetually very incredulous, which is actually Elish's expression. IRL. I say IRL. Elish is not a real person, but you know. thin pencil eyebrows for my characters, because I feel like they tell you less about what they're feeling at any given moment. I also wonder if I like thin eyebrows because my eyebrows are like very thick and bushy, but yeah. But I will be making a white man with blonde hair and blue eyes. Hey, gold eyes, because I want him to be as close to an Azamar as I can muster. I do like the perpetually one-arched eyebrow, though. That is very funny to me. I like 14 enough. Oh, that's so weird. Adjust the spacing with the slider. Listen. God. What God, the thing is that like I do like Dragon's Dogma, and I am really excited to be back here. But also, the game was like Dragon's Dogma lacked polish, right? Like that was the other thing, is like if you were looking for a game that was like a tight player experience, again, you went to Skyrim. But if you were like, I'm willing to overlook any jankiness, right? Most people pushed you towards Dark Souls. Like, Dragon's Dogma is just so... Anyways, you're learning a lot about me right now. How dare you? Stop psychoanalyzing my character creator choices. Where are the dragons and the dogs? There's like... Nick's time. Out, and I'll just go ahead and give you a bit of a spoiler. We're going to be killing a lot of wolves. You remember in The Witcher 3 where like 99% of the enemies that you kill in the beginning are wolves? We're going to be doing a lot of that. Can I? No. I'm sorry, Nyx, but like, I thought you should know the truth. Wolves are your favorite animals? I cry. Got bad news. That's not anything. Just a perfect triangle of a nose. I feel like I'm unhappy with this actually, fundamentally, but I could not tell you why. Sure, fine. So you won't be the only stream. Oh! He's definitely not Jimothy. I just named him Demeist. You can't stop me. I guess, actually... Hold on. Once we're done picking a mouth. Dragon's Dogma! Dragon's Dogma! No, I'm not naming him Craig. How much money to make you create a very unique character? Do I have to play Dragon's Dogma as them? The problem is... Yes, that's the point. I know, like a pretty absurd amount of money. I like Dragon's Dogma is the thing. I do like playing. Waves $5. Probably not. 31 maybe. God, we can't stay on the character creator. We simply must move on. Although 15 does look like he's happy, right? Which, like, my poor very happy for long, but he might as well enjoy what little life he has before him. And no, I'm sticking with 31. God, I just kind of want the ears to be as small and out of the way as possible. Although you apparently can give your character elf ears, which I did not know. I feel absolutely nothing about ears. What if we just... Listen. I'm not saying that I have always had unrealistic dreams about even being taller than I am, but also there is something very funny about always turning the slider to max height. But probably not. Truly choices have been made. I mean, hey, listen. Jesus wept. Did I spend this? I don't think I spent this much time on the character creator before. But now that I'm back here, I'm like, actually? Actually? What can I do to modify the torso? Oh. Oh. No. 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 Is this a character creator or a waifu simulator? A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Oh god, I gotta go. Also, you tend to make your characters around your height, so between 5 foot and 5'2". I'm 5'11" IRL, which is like a respectable height, but like it does always make me a little unhappy that I couldn't get that extra inch to 6 foot. I don't know. Why? Surely not. And also, surely if I wanted this, it would be better to see what it looks like with the clothes on. You've called character creation build-a-date? Yeah, fair enough. You've heard a lot of people complain about an extra inch. TechnoWiz, can I help you? I don't think I care that much. Oh, but stance is kind of fun, if I remember correctly. Stance is like how you like idle. So like if you're timid, apparently you like slouch. And if you're imposing, you like walk around with your chest stuck out. Oh. I guess good posture, right? I don't. Okay. Being macho means leaving room for cats. Oh, it's about your... Weird. It's about your, Oh, what is it called in dancing? God, I can't remember. But I will enjoy the hydrate, thank you. Man-spreading, sure, but also... Maybe frame... Like, when your feet... Not like duck foot out. What am I thinking of? I don't agree with it being macho versus ladylike. And in fact, it's supposed to be good habit to walk with your feet straight forward, right? I'm sure someone's seen a TikTok that says that's not true, but like, I don't know that I would particularly describe that as ladylike. Oh my god. Scars. I always find scar options in games to be silly. Because like if somebody got into a fight with you enough to like mark up your face like that, surely you would have just died, right? Yeah. We'll just move on. Okay. But like, okay, hold on. That's not what I said, ACS Mars. Like, if you got a scar where like somebody stabbed you like that much on your forehead, so people survive glancing blows with knives and shit all the time, I don't know that the anime scarification over the eye thing is a glancing blow. You'd live, your skull is strong. Right, but like, okay. Listen. I have not gotten into a lot of sword fights. So everything that I know is sort of conjecture based, nor a lot of knife fights. But all of the characters in Bacano, right? All of the real world analogs that I can think of in terms of people who have been in some flavor of fight or some sort of, you know, like people who practice mixed martial arts and all of those things. I don't think... Okay. But like, I don't know that you would have like this very thin, beautiful, elegant scar over your eyeball. You'd have facial scars from fighting candlesticks, you'd be fine. There are tons of skeletons we discover that got into like slashes into their skulls that lived at least another 10 years after the injury. I would tell a mod to ban ACS Mars, but ACS Mars is my mod. We're not doing scars is the moral of the story. I'm done. I'm as ready to play as I'll ever be. You're so judgmental about facial scarring. I actually, fun fact, I don't know if it's going to be visible. I actually had a scar up here from biting a stapler as a little kid. No, I'm not going to make a dog. We're making a human. Today, like every day, never mind. The point is that the ARISEN, our character, is in a fishing village. Techno is, I swear to God. Nix.
Hear ye, hear ye. The prophets have spoken, friends. The dragon's return is nigh. join the Honourable Duke's ranks and help us be rid of the fell beast. The day's come to lay down rod and reel and take up the sword.
Oh, I forgot about that. Our character does have a bit of a baby face.
It's the dragon! Get to the boat! For your lives, go! Pick up boat!
Because we're a brave boy. The murder of random innocents off screen. Oh boy. Can I get on? Yeah, here we go. You know, I think we've got this. We didn't have it. Yep, game over. I should have killed the dragon when I had the chance. Listen, I've been trained to always go for the dick. What can I say?
Help me! He's still alive!
We're still alive somehow? That dragon did dragon our Dogma. Listen, there's a lot of people panicking in the fishing village that just got attacked by a dragon. It is time for you to begin your journey as Arisen, but before you can win your heart dragon, there's so much there that I think is so smart, and like because of the weird pacing for the introduction, like a lot of it gets kind of glossed over. Number one, we couldn't understand the dragon, right? Like when the dragon is speaking, and I need to fix the audio mixing, I totally messed it up. When the dragon is talking, the dragon has no subtitles and is clearly talking in some like made up fantasy language, right? When the dragon is talking, or rather, when we put our hand to our heart, we both get it in a language that we can understand, English, and we get subtitles. And I think as a mechanism for what's going to come later is so good. Anyway, sorry, right. It is time for you to begin your journey as Arisen. But before you can win your heart back from the dragon, you'll need to prepare. Okay. Before I prepare, I really gotta fix the audio mixing. Cause like, you were really loud before, but now you're like really quiet. Was it actually just, I don't know how to pronounce that, Quebecois French? Surprising absolutely no one. Now there is like class stuff that you can mess around with. Actually, fun fact, when I played this in high school, I did choose Strider because of the Ranger's Apprentice series. Justify myself to anyone. But yeah, we are going to choose Fighter. You can equip yourself with a primary and secondary weapon. Primary weapons such as swords and daggers are combat essentials. Secondary weapons like bows and shields offer support. Okay. Now, we're going to try a route. But you can pick up a lot of things in this game. And then throw a lot of things in this game. And there's going to be times where that's more relevant than others. And that's sort of all we're going to say. Oh, Nyx, come back. Don't worry, we all think you're great here. Enjoy killing dogs and romancing dragons. You're taking off. We'll catch you, Techno. Thanks for hanging out. We're not going to do either of... Well, we might do some of those things. Okay.
Oh, the horror. The horror of it.
Oh, Chaves, you'll be fine, I'm sure.
What? Why is this happening?
I spend a lot of time in the starting city talking to literally every single NPC. So...
Say it left a glowing scar?
Yes. The wound has closed, and it seems the worst has passed, but his heart lies silent.
If you would face me. You are sure of this?
Yes.
Ill magic, the work of some curse. The whole world's already gone mad for fear of this dragon. Won't no good come of this? I must go see to the others, Kina. Tell me if aught changes here.
All right.
it's got that like jank early 2010s animation, right? But like I don't know. There's something immaculately perfect. Why is her name Quinoa? Because in Japan, they thought that sounded really neat. And so Capcom decided to make her into a character. Fun fact, every time you chomp down on a piece of quinoa, you're actually killing and eating her. Defeating foes and completing quests earns you experience. Your level gained raises all of your attributes. Start to pause menu, check attributes, full map, quest info, more. Okay, well, give me this flask of oil. Give me this box. Hell yeah. I've spent so much time in this game just picking things up and throwing them, even when it was objectively like not as good, because it does do damage and like damage stamina
You should
and
be
whatnot.
abed. I wish you would not strain yourself so. I am worried for you, cuz.
Okay, bye. You have anything? You have any games on your phone? Water? Nope. Bucket? Sure. Broom? Sure. There is a merchant that you will be able to sell things towards later. None of the things in here are worth the amount of time I'm taking, but also, I could have just left that festival pie behind. Could you imagine? Green Warish is the Capcom classic of generic green herb that restores your health. Dogma as though it is some flavor of you know, JRPG, which it is, but also you progress through the game by completing quests. People who bear an icon above their head possess special information, etc., etc. I spent so much time in Casardis. Because like you can just dick around like with all sorts of stuff. Like you can pick up anybody and just sort of toss them and chuck them around, which is like, you know, I don't know. There's endlessly amusing about it. And then like almost every NPC has voiced dialogue. Of course, you can like cook and do things with that, of course. I think. Oh, can you not? Oh yeah, you can like break boxes because of course you can, and sometimes there will be like loot inside of it, and in the classic RPG sense. But yeah.
Oh, it's you! The one what stood against the dragon when he set on the village. I hear fearsome tell of your wounds. Is there aught I can do for you?
I don't think so. Because I do seem to be missing my heart, if you believe what the rumors say. We'll all be on our way, if it's true.
Have you seen Cortez, cousin?
What they say.
I have not seen my brother since the dragon came. He's not among the injured either.
Fortune sees fit for us to live in interesting times.
You know, a normal thing for you to say after your village has been attacked by a dragon.
Imagine our village playing host to a dragon.
Alita, you're made out of sterner stuff.
I simply cannot fathom why the dragon would harass a people such as us.
Yeah, fair. You know, I remember being way more impressed with the voice acting when it first came out. And again, having so many lines of dialogue voice acted is an impressive feat. Because like, you know, voice acting is done comparatively in a vacuum. They don't get to know where they are or what's going on. And so like the idea that the village just got attacked by a dragon and they're like, what's all this then? Why is this happening to us? Is so funny to me. Me. I've never played a Legend of Zelda game. Also me. Fucks around with Dragon's Dogma too much.
Them beasts will burn the whole world up, way I see it. Save someone can stop them.
Thanks, Lewis. Appreciate that insight. Where would we be without you? No, let me out. Pickled mushrooms. Yum, yum. God. The amount of time... Because, like, Cassardis is not important. Like, the rewards you get for hanging out in Cassardis are quite low. You should just move on. But also, like, I love the atmosphere and the time they spent building this place. You know? And, like, I don't know. Like, being able to talk to NPCs, for me, is such, like, a defining part of, like, a good RPG. Like, giving somebody stakes and, like, talking about, like, the world that people live in and the consequences. Letting me know that, like, people rely on, like, the means that are provided there. Like, I don't know. I love this kind of stuff.
Walking about, cousin? With that wound? You're made of sturdier stuff than I, that's sure. I know you had good cause, keeping the others safe, but I'd not thought you prone to such madness.
Like, I don't know. Stuff I like in JRPGs. Now I'm pretty sure you can, like, if you have a bow and arrow, you can kill that seagull for meat, which, you know, why would you want to do that? Oh. But yeah. And then also it has a class system, which they call vocations, so you can mess around with, like, different classes and stuff. At least I hope so. So we're going to beeline into trying to make some sort of paladin build as soon as possible. Now, in case you're wondering what we're doing, we do have a quest to go over here and talk to... Oh, does it not give us any information on what the quest is about? Well, anyways, I think we're talking to the village chief, but yeah.
It hurts.
Oh, and also, okay.
It hurts.
If you notice one of the dialogue options, or rather you won't notice because of where my camera is, but we do have a dialogue option to give them a present, which, like, you know, being able to give people presents sort of implies some things that come up later in the game. And I don't know. I think it's very fun. Like, the idea of, like, walking up to this random person on the ground being like, I'm sorry, do you want a pie? Will that make your life better?
The worm. 'Tis the end of me.
God. If you recall, one may boil these pink ones to make a medicine.
I was a fool.
Sarah! Hello, hello, hello! I am pretty sure it's just us, Sarah. And by just us, I mean, you know, I see you're playing one of the best games ever. Me? I would never. I've actually been immediately enjoying the heck out of it. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, Seraph's a fantastic VTuber and our favorite Lamia. How have you been? What were you up to? I don't believe so, but you know. Pop by is a little all on its own. Darkest Dungeon 2. How have you been enjoying that? I find the stagecoach mechanic not my speed, but yeah.
Am I dying?
with the read like that, girly, I don't think you are, but yeah. I am wasting so much time in Cassardia because I am, again, just like the thing is, okay, each one of these boxes is basically, if you think about it, a proto loot crate, right? So you throw the box, and then sometimes there's stuff inside of it. So yeah, you were doing Monster Hunter World, but Steam's Online went down, so swap to Darkest Dungeon 2 for the last hour or so of stream. Heck yeah! I'm sorry that online went down, but I hope you had a good time. Yeah, we're gonna be doing Monster Hunter World ourselves on Thursday. But I've just been small coin pouch. Thank you for the 100 gold inside of your random box. Yeah, we're gonna be messing around with Monster Hunter World. I do not have Frost Fang. What do you mean, finally? I never made any promises I was doing Monster Hunter. But friend of the show, Atlan, got us the game, so.
I'd craft dressings for the wounded, had I the makings. If only I'd known. Cuz I need a favor. Can you fetch the flowers I need from outside the village?
Sure.
I need more of the one you see there. And one other sort besides. The more you can find, the better.
Hell yeah, Benita. Available quests change as you progress through the game. Additionally, you can always consult the quest section of the pause menu for your current objective. People with red icons appearing over their head, you get it. You've played a video game before. Okay. Wait. Why do you have a red icon over your head?
Gathering ingredients, eh?
Maybe, Geraldo. Why are you saying it that way? You've only said how awesome Monster Hunter is for so long, as well as saying you'd be more than happy to be my guide. Okay, here's the problem, though, is, like, I feel like I missed the train for the excitement on Monster Hunter. The only reason why we're doing it now, again, is, yeah, Atlan got us a copy of the game, and so my reticence has no more viable excuses. I don't know. Like, listen, Sarah. All right. If I totally haven't, then we'll come back and we'll check it out.
You oft see those flowers growing at the roots of bigger trees. Not that I'm fain to brave the roads these days. Just see you're not injured yourself, good fish.
Thanks, Geraldo. Okay, sorry. I know this is such a minor, insignificant thing. The part where everybody in the village calls each other cuz because, like, they're all from the same village. Very good world building. People are doing new, fresh run-throughs of World right now. Oh, interesting. Okay.
She's back. Make her be praised she's back. The alehouse is open once more.
Listen. It was 2012. RPGs. Listen.
Can't go near the water for fear of monsters? Best you watch yourself.
Oh, yeah. If you, Dragon's Dogma had this thing where if you go into the waters too deep or too long, a bunch of tentacles just exploded out and grabbed you, which is always fun.
Perhaps we're being punished for some ill we've wrought.
The wounded need medicine, cousin. The mixture called. I ask you this favor because I trust you.
Sure. But yeah, I'm down to check out Monster Hunter World. Although a friend was telling me that we could make a guild inside of it, but apparently the port for Steam doesn't have guilds anymore. Is that right? Sure, give me that flask of water. Give me that large nut. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, I can't cleave a bird out of the air mid-flight. Guilds aren't really a thing in Monster Hunter. You can show off one of the Steam communities you're a part of in multiplayer, but that's it. Gotcha. They just said, hell yeah, let's do it again? Sure. That's a sign of a good community right there. Ugh. Yeah! Wait, does killing the seagull not give you the small morsels of meat? No, come on! Alright, well. I could have sworn it did. Maybe... Yeah, okay, so it gets all red like this to inform you that you're, like, going into the water too long. And then, yeah, all of these tentacles show up and, kill you. So don't go into the water too long is the point in that one. Yeah, no, for sure. We're gonna be trying out Monster Hunter World on Thursday, so I'll get back to you on that one, Sarah. But Dragon's Dogma is unironically, I was telling everybody it was one of the first games I played in like high school. Oh no, dang it. I went over to my sister's during the summer, and I like played a bunch of it nonstop. You're so hyped to hear they announced a second one. It's gonna be good! Or it's going to be bad. Seagull have a small fish? Damn, okay. But I'm excited to see it either way, and personally, I'm hoping it's going to be good. Hey, Roj. You can raise your affinity with people by giving them items or completing the quest they ask of you. Performing actions people dislike will make them dislike you. Actions that might make people dislike you, for example, are like picking Roj up and throwing Roj. He's not stoked about it. If you were rude, you could pick them up and throw them, but yeah.
There's talk of monsters emerging from the shallows all along the shore.
You've managed to avoid any spoilers from Dragon's Dogma 2. I only know something about the cat folk, but my lips will be sealed otherwise. Magic Knight build? Almost certainly. The closer we can get to Paladin, the better, you know? Is it generally speaking quite polite to pick people up and throw them where you're from, Mesphia?
Nasty things, too. The brine, they call them. They say they're many, and yet one, whatever that means.
The brine are the things that attacked us when we went into the water earlier.
Seems this brine can't be bested, what's more. Not to do, but avoid the water's edge.
This is informing you to not go in deep water. You picked up and threw your fishwife in Ocarina of Time. Worked like a charm? What? I do wish there was some sort of like detective vision for loot in Dragon's Dogma. But alas, alack, there is not. Dragon's Dogma was also one of the first games that I had played that gives you, in the bottom left next to the health bar, it gives you that little contextual prompt to inform you that you're drenched, which I always think is fun. No, come on. All right. Hell yeah. 1,000 gold for just attacking random boxes. Don't mind if I do. Like, you really shouldn't waste your time in Cassardis like this, but, you know. Oh, nope, okay, can't go out to that rock. I just always think it's so fun. And then, like, the things that are inside of the boxes are randomized, right? So, very much, there's, like, the chance of you getting some, like, insanely good items from them. And also, Dragon's Dogma had mantling, which a lot of games didn't, right? Like, you had to download a mod to give you mantling. Which, is the mantling inside of Dragon's Dogma perfect? No. No, it is not. But is it a lot of fun? Personally, yeah. Hey, Top Hat. So many status effects. But it's all a part of what made the game so good, in my opinion. I wasted a lot of time just, like, exploring, doing this. Because, like, and this is the same problem I have in MMOs, is my mentality is it's like, oh, you're getting money for nothing, I'm just picking up boxes and throwing them. Which is, like, anyone who's ever played a video game, right, will inform you that, like, the progression of the game, like, natively will mean you get way more rewards later than you're getting right now. But I'm just like, ho ho ho, I've gamed the system. So, yeah. Every monster in Monster Hunter is a loot box you fight. Whoa! You're not wrong, but also truly intense. There are quests that are locked to specific parts of the story. True. But yeah. Oh, dang it. Okay. I think Harspud juice is just like a healing potion. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. So, you know how in Skyrim you can, like, jump up places and, like, just like jump your way up into the throat of the world and stuff? Dragon's Dogma doesn't let you do that, right? Dragon's Dogma says if you're trying to do that, we're gonna have you slide your way back down. But there are absolutely places where if you, like, brute force it, you can still glitch up. And I'm not going to say that I wasted a lot of time just, like, running straight at walls and being like, can I jump up this wall? But I'm hearing the sound effect of your character's feet, like, scraping against the floor as he, like, slides back down. Trying to get the 100% quest achievement on the 360? Really, Sarah? Harpspud juice, I think, is stamina. Oh, okay. Again, it's been a long time. Recovers a fair amount of health and stamina. Look at that. We were both correct.
Hail.
Hail, Roj. I think this way's to the graveyard? And the church, maybe? Yeah, Dernomad?
Child? Up to your old mischief, Minnow. If you've time to gad about, make yourself useful.
Damn,
We
Iola.
all knew the dragon was coming.
Did we?
The Faith can keep their prophecies. The dragon always comes around, sure as the seasons.
Damn, girl, you're the first one telling me this. What could it possibly mean? Oh god, I was just about to throw a box at her. Tried to do the achievement without a guide, and there are some quests that have really tight time locks. Really? Oh man, don't tell me that! You're categorically wrong, Dernomad. It's not Limsa Lominsa. Dogma Lominsa. Get me out of here. These might be relevant later. They probably won't be. Dragon's Dogma is yet another game where I'm guilty of filling my inventory with nothing. Handful of quests here in the starting town that you can only do before you go to the capital with the head. Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know that, but I guess it makes a certain kind of sense. Okay. Nope. Am I misremembering the graveyard? Also, you have to admit, Cassardia, for being attacked by a dragon, looks pretty damn good.
Some terror, that dragon, eh?
Dernomad.
Who's the fella to turn to?
Oh, hello. Nope.
Pray a moment. I would not ask this of anyone but you, cousin.
Sure.
I've news for Merin. Dark news. I fear I cannot bring myself to face him. Will you go in my stead?
Oh, is this the one where we tell the cousin?
His brother is dead. It happened on the shore ways. We were fleeing the worm, and Cortez leapt before the beast's talons to shield us. I saw it. Saw him hurtling through the air. Saw him fall back to the ground. I did nothing. Just watched the poor man die.
Cortez leapt in the way of the dragon's claws. Definitely Elvar didn't throw Cortez in the way.
I cannot face Merin for the shame of it. He deserves to know what happened, but please go and tell him.
I don't know. Maybe this is a basic bitch of me. I actually enjoyed a lot of the Realm Reborn quests the first time through. It wasn't until I got to level 30 or whatever that I felt like it started to drag on my soul. But I love this world building and whatnot. But yeah, we'll catch you around, Seraph. And the day is going pretty well, Dernomad. There was a lot of weather warnings for this side of the United States. But so far where I am, so good. Yeah.
Merin was e'er the proud brother. He loved Cortez dearly. He has the right to know of his brother's death, but I've not the courage. I've not... Please, cousin, for his sake, if not mine.
The yellow icon being an indication that the quest still needs to be done? Hell yeah, give me that rock. I forget, is there a romance system in this game? I don't think there is. But the idea that you can give people gifts does immediately put me in the mindset of some sort of proto dating sim mechanic. Kinda. Nothing excites the imagination more than a kinda. Also, I thought you were splitting, Sarah. What the hecky? Hey, Baylights. We're just messing around in Dragon's Dogma. Which is a game from 2012. And I don't know how well it's aged, but it does live rent-free in my brain. So... Dose of Courage. Sure. God, I loved just going around breaking boxes in this game. It's truly a nothing sandwich, but like... Oh, and then this is a game where the NPCs do move based off of the time of day. So like, just because you found the NPC there once in the past doesn't mean that they're going to be in the same place, which was absolutely something that drove me mad. Because I was like a child when I first played it in high school, but it is actually something that I think is really cool for that sort of immersive like design choice. The game tracks what character has the highest approval rating of you and determines that to be your lover for the end of the base story. Oh, interesting. So is it not set NPCs? Like, could it be theoretically anyone? Another name for Dogma Lomsa. This looks like a more fun Dark Souls. I'm not going to say that the Dark Souls comparisons hurt my soul, but also I personally have more fun with it, so yeah. It can be any NPC? Oh, hell yeah. Just needs to be the highest? Oh, man. That both absolutely nucks and fucks. But yeah, I love this game.
No one knows what tomorrow may bring.
Goblin Run? No! Come on.
Where do the curing flowers grow? Have you had a look by the shore? If not now, by night, perhaps? I recall seeing some, the eve of the last full moon.
I don't remember if I had troubles with this quests before. Yeah, you had knowledge to dispensate. I appreciate that, Sarah. Dark Souls comparison hurts my soul. Was it a too dark comparison? Get this man out of here. Friendship only? I think if it picks anyone, if you do a bunch of quests with somebody, right? You love both Dark Souls and Dragon's Dogma? I cannot play Dark Souls unless like Sabata or somebody else forces me to, right? Not really fitting because they're so separate. I definitely have seen comparisons made in the past. Battle of Benoy was here earlier and actually did say, is Dragon's Dogma Souls-like? Which I think if you apply it literally as far as a lot of people define Souls-like, I think you could make the argument that it is, right? Imagine Dark Souls of Dojima. Oh no. Weirdly enough, I'm like kind of into it.
Fate mocks me. I thought to run, even made a start of it. Yet here I am again.
Sorry to hear that, Inez.
Ask Inez what it was brought her back to Cacertas, and she'll tell you it's her patrons. Well, there's not a man around's given her half the custom over the years I have.
Okay. I don't think she did say it was the patrons. I think she's deeply unhappy about being back here, but you know. Saurian Strategy Volume 1. What is that? I'm sure the game will explain it at some point in time. Somebody did give me Like a Dragon, which I'll have to fiddle around with at some point in time. Which I've heard that the Like a Dragon series truly pops off. Give me all your large nuts. Am I into Dark Souls? Not. Like, I think I would be more into Dark Souls if I was good at it, if that makes sense. Because I never really got good, I just always had a hard time with it. Masochism.
Are you
there.
certain you're well enough to? But look at you. 'Tis a plain thing to see you are as hale as ever. Still, let's have no more brave folly from you, eh?
You slither away now. We'll catch you around, Sarah. Thank you so much for being here and for hanging out. And bringing your community over. Oh wait, no. While we still have time, hold on. One of them says, check by the shores of the water at night to get one of the flowers you need to heal people. It's for a quest. You get it. Some games are only fun when you're good at them. Okay. We're not going to mess around with these boys. The flowers that only grow at night might be on the road to the fort. But I am going to check here super fast just to double check. No, here it is. Yeah. Moon glow. The flowers glow by the light of the moon. It's me, Yug. The moon glow father. I really like Cassardis. I really like the setting of Dragon's Dogma. It's very generic fantasy, right? But like, I don't know. There's something extremely comforting about that to me. Okay. I do also like, apropos of nothing, right? Like it is a weird design choice contextually, but you can just go up to these presumably merchant stalls and just like pick up their wares, right? Like that box had an apple. Sure, just take his apple. Is he gonna need it? Does he sell it? Don't worry about it. It's yours now. You're fighting Sephiroth, one of our favorites of the Warring Triad. I see. Like, we're just fully robbing Iola at this point. But, like, the game doesn't really have a morality system, aside from, like, if you do bad things to people, they will be pissed at you for doing bad things to them. Which, I guess, is all you need for a morality system, but yeah. Sephiroth had an Unreal. I got really close to clearing Sephiroth with a group of friends. But like I think it was quite tight. I think you needed to be really good on the damage on that. And then there was the Sophia fight. And then Zervin. Zervin I remember being an easy baby. Or was it Sophia? I think it was Zervin. I don't want to come here yet because this is actually the place of one of our quests. Right there. So first what we're going to do is we're going to give that guy news about his brother. My brother.
How's the day find you?
I always think it's so weird that we have Pablo's Inn in the village because we have a house in the village, but yeah. Thank you for all your flowers. I appreciate them a lot. We're into flowers in this household. It's kind of our thing. It's super unique. Don't judge us for liking flowers. And if you think it's a pretty normal thing and that we're being weird, then I'll tell you all about the things that flowers here. There's truly no point in spending this much time breaking open all of the boxes. I love doing it. God, I love doing it. I think you can go into some people's inn rooms.
There's talk of monsters emerging
Oh.
from the shallows all nasty.
This is just Roger from the beach earlier. Okay, never mind. Grab that. Charmingly low res. How dare you, Tiger? How dare you talk about my 2012 spectacular Dragon's Dogma that way? Isn't breaking all the boxes mandatory in all games? It shouldn't be, but the fact that there's completely randomized loot inside the boxes does sometimes make it kind of fun. Like, you really shouldn't waste the amount of time that I'm wasting here, but yeah. Notice boards across Gransys, advertise quests. You get it. Nathak? I don't think so, yeah. Defeat 10 bandits. I mean, we haven't even literally left the starting town yet, but you get it.
How's the day find you?
Oh, NetHack. Excuse me. I actually have fiddled around with NetHack a little bit. Specifically, friend of the show, Enderfriend, is a big NetHack fan. Hey, buddy.
What? Cortez is found?
Some bad news about your brother. Seven Hells never say no to a 0.1% chance of getting 2 coins and 3 pieces of dust. Honestly.
I see.
So we tell Marin that his brother is dead.
Elvar has suffered in this as well. Cortez made his choice. He faced his end with valor and died a man.
Marin's voice actor has weirdly better direction than everyone else. If you talk to some of the other villagers about the dragon attack, they're like, wow, times are strange if we're being visited by a dragon. And I'm like, hello?
Elvar bears no fault in that. He's no cause to blame himself. My thanks, good Fisher. I am sorry this burden fell upon you. I shall go and put
Okay. I think We've seen everything there is to see at this exact moment in time. So are they going to not let me do the main quest? Because it's nighttime, maybe? No, they will. Okay, cool. What's up, brother? So,
That man you are speaking with, he's of the Pawn Legion.
this is perhaps one of the truly wildest parts of Dragon's Dogma, when people make the comparison to Dragon's Dogma being kind of a Souls-like, is that you get a NPC party, right? And again, it's very in the vein of like JRPGs that let you sort of claim infinite companion options because you make the companions, right? And so the pawns in this game are both really good and also kind of funky. I always was of the opinion that that's what, like, when you first come across retainers in Final Fantasy XIV, I thought the retainers were going to be more like pawns in this game. They're not, but there's obviously some similarities. I'll just let the game speak for itself on this one.
They come from some unknown place, just appear without a warning. They're a strange lot. Not human, quite. They look the part, sure enough, but they lack the will, the spark, what drives us.
Literally Adaro explaining to you the pawns are NPCs, which also as if like calling them pawns is not dehumanizing enough.
They have no capacity to feel nor act alone, so they live as sellswords. Myrmidons, they're called. There's an encampment west of the village where men gather to face the dragon. I'd wager a fair number of his kind will be there as well. Why don't you take him? Might be you learn aught of why he came to you in the first place.
Before leaving, visit the store to make sure you've ample supplies.
The generic dialogue will drive us crazy, but I fucking loved the idea of pawns the first time I played.
What? Do you need something?
I don't know, Gricio. Do you need something? Oh, wait. Can I not pick you up? Damn, Rook, okay.
The road runs straight from Cassidy's to the encampment.
Thanks, bestie, I guess. Okay.
What's that?
Stop harassing the guards. Make me. I am surprised it won't let me pick him up, though. There's also something with this well. I'm pretty sure you can... I'm pretty sure you go inside of this well at some point in time. In the classic sort of fantasy trope. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. There's a ladder right there. Ugh. Weird. Okay.
Why do you suppose the well is sealed?
Now, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure we can attack these cows without incurring the wrath of the guards. but I am going to save to triple check. Dernomad? Yeah. Now, this might look cruel and unusual, but I reassure you, this is for a great cause. How else am I going to stop the dragon if I don't kill these 2 cows? Thanks, besties. Your sacrifices will not have been for naught. Tiger? Exactly. It was a necessary sacrifice. I will definitely use the food items that I have gotten from killing them later. Okay. You think there's a vampire nearby? Why do you say that, Dernomad? This is our house. There's really no point in us gooning around here anymore. We should just leave. Sunbright Moonglow. Well, Sunbright will be during the day, but yeah. Am I filling my inventory with unnecessary items again? How, JR? How dare you? I could absolutely need these small nuts. How do you know I don't, huh? No, I'm absolutely filling my inventory with junk again. Why are you not surprised I have small nuts? You know what? I did that one to myself. You win this round. Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot. There's something in this game about... There's something in this game about if you don't use the food items fast enough, they start to rot in your inventory. What does rock with clean cloth make? What? Absorbent rag? Sure. Cool. DMCA. Devil May Cry. No, is the answer either way, but yeah. God, I'm really not going to fiddle with my inventory right now. I'll just let everything in it rot and come back later. This is not where I want to be. Devil May Castlevania? I don't think so, because I don't know what Devil May Castlevania is.
To the encampment. This path should see us there.
Oh boy. I don't think we have a torch. Oh, we do have a lantern, excuse me. God. I fucking love this game. When they announced that there was a Dragon's Dogma 2 coming out, I hadn't thought about Dragon's Dogma in a very long time. And Dragon's Dogma is like probably not like the peak of an industry, but fuck me if I don't love it. So if you stick to the road, you don't have to fight enemies. But if there's anything you should learn about me... Yep, here we go. Oh no! Wait! Oh! Who could have seen that there would be wolves here? Now, we don't have a lock-on, unfortunately, which is really annoying. Nobody tell Nyx that we're fighting wolves, Smile. But yeah. Oh my god. Really going... Oh, the goblin camp! It's fine, don't worry about it. While I chase down this wolf. Hello... goblins? Oh.
I'll take them. Slay their leader and their morale is lost.
Cool, Rook? How would I identify which one is the leader? Out of curiosity.
Slay the leader first.
That is a great thing for you to inform me, apropos of nothing, but like...
Their kind hates ice and fire both.
Is there... Oh, okay.
I shall restore your health. Hold on.
Thanks, Rook. Do you guys get it? He's a pawn and his name is Rook. Do you get it? It's like poetry. It rhymes. Random singing giving you flashbacks to the Harpy encounter in Baldur's Gate 3. Fair. Are we the bishop? God, I wish. I don't actually remember if we get some sort of chess designation. No, I don't think so, because we're called the ARISEN. Okay. We don't need the lantern anymore because it's turning into day.
Damn beast!
Oh no! Reynard, our good friend, will definitely save you no matter what. I would not let you get killed by a bunch of goblins. Where are you? Oh, hell yeah.
Goblin!
Peddler is outmatched. Shall we lend a hand?
Oh my god.
The choice is yours.
I'll take him. Take aim for their chieftain. There, with the helm.
With the helm?
Slay the leader first.
Oh shit, okay. I didn't actually know that. Or if I did know that, I didn't remember
The
it.
goblin in the helm is their chief.
Quite the fighter, eh?
Take my fire.
Perhaps we ought to search.
Oh no, this guy's gonna be an escort quest. Oh, I forgot about this guy. I don't want to help you right now yet, bestie. Is there any chance we could, like, leave you alone for a bit? Damn it. Hold on. Hey, hold on, buddy. I gotta kill some rabbits for a quest. You get it. Oh, also we gotta be on the lookout for a, for the sunflower, right? Which she said was by the roots of a giant tree. Sunbright, that's it.
Is a grand tree.
Careful, a goblin.
What of the flower hut, master? We mustn't keep her waiting.
Not having a lock-on option does absolutely
Strength in numbers arisen.
send me now. I've been absolutely spoiled by having a lock-on. Okay, I think the peddler will stay here, because, like, I don't want to go... Yeah. I hope you just stay there, buddy, because if you don't, whatever. I think you start an escort quest, which... infamously, I have the opinion that escort quests are actually really good, and that I like the flavor that they provide and stuff like that. So choice, let me love escort quests and then, you know, immediately leave like this is telling about me. But yeah, was almost a night. Ba 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 ba. Thanks, Nomad. What kind of escort are we talking about?
Is also learned in medicinal herbs.
The kind of escorting to the next city,
Sunlight
Nomad.
except by day.
Guard the caravan. I think they're fun sometimes. I do. I genuinely enjoy those kinds of things. Which might make me the psychopath, but you get it. Hell yeah. Give me all your useless junk. Listen, this isn't Amsterdam, Der Nomad. I live in the US. Also, if your escort calls you a quest, you might want to reconsider. Or it's a great representation of what the future is going to look like. One of the two.
Oh,
it seems this place deals in arms and general supplies.
The village was spared.
Sure,
I
Stella.
only wish I had more to offer.
Now, if I remember correctly, and this is a bit of, you know, spoilers. Support your local escort. We get some quest stuff. Like, we get some DLC, some Dark Arisen stuff from the capital. But we're still gonna gear up. Mainly because I hate the look of the gear that we currently have on. Although I do like this jaunty little leather cap. Hello? Wow, okay. Sure. I always forget that this game lets you, sort of like multitask around when you're shopping. Is there a way to take off the hats? Like hats? Because I feel like the answer is no. But it is such a cute, jaunty little cap. Who am I to deny it? Wow, 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 wow. That's a look. I need better pants. Is there a way to put on a hat? Distressed Vieira. I'm sorry. I regret to inform you, Almost certainly not. Sure. Oh, and the shield. How much is the shield? Is it too much now? Blah. This is truly wasteful. Like we're gonna outgrow all of this gear so fast. But
I only wish.
God, I hate our jaunty little boy. Hello, it's me, your friendly neighborhood adventurer. Where do you get the Dark Arisen gear?
The wounded need medicine, cousin. Pray bring the flowers for the compound quick as you can. The mixture calls for 2 types of flowers. Speak to the others for more word on that. I ask you this favor because I trust you, good fisher. I know you'll not leave these people to suffer.
But I have the flower.
The wounded need medicine, cousin. Pray bring the flowers for the compound quick as you can.
Hold on, what? Floral delivery. Benita requires Sunbright and Moonglow for her poultice. Gather some Sunbright and bring them to her. Oh, I've only got 3 out of 5. Sure, fine. Yes, I get it, Rook. The injured will die. Damn. Damn, okay. Sorry, hold on.
To the encampment. This path should see us there.
Not yet, bestie.
We mustn't keep her waiting.
Listen, Rook, I had a quest to kill 5 rabbits.
Favor the roots of large trees.
And so I had to kill 5 rabbits. Your fun other quest can wait till later. I never miss an opportunity with which I kill a rabbit. I really feel like there used to be some sort of lock-on ability.
I'll take that.
Okay. Then take it, coward. Now, if I remember correctly, there's like a bunch of goblins to fight over here. But they might only come out at night. Okay, well, fine. Poor showing, it has to be said.
This looks interesting.
What looks interesting? Oh, can I... If I get a pickaxe, can I mine here, maybe? Sure. I don't remember what the parapets do. Okay. It's like a temporary buff. Interesting. Probably why I never used them. Did somebody buy the wine? Osmanthus wine. God, I never actually remember that quote. Tastes as sweet as it ever did? Genuinely don't remember.
Seems we're most like to find what we seek near trees. There's a grand tree. Are you all right, Master?
Taste the same, but where are those who share the memory? Thank you.
Goblin!
What? Oh.
They're a threat when well unified.
Hell yeah.
This looks interesting.
Oh my god.
What's this?
Thanks for the small nut, Rook.
Seems we're most like to find what we seek near trees. This road will have us to the encampment ere much longer.
So we're looking for a flower called Sunbright. I suppose we could help escort What's-His-Bucket. The peddler already.
Let's have a look.
Sure. So you can use the airtight flasks, which we've been picking up, to like preserve food items, I think. If you want to bother with the sort of crafting system in the
This
game.
stretch of road is called the Manamia Trail.
Thanks for that bit of history, my guy. Damn, when you kill a rabbit and steal his carrot. Tragique.
What's that? Man claims the sea is mother to all life. This pawn sees only water.
Oh, did the peddler we saved earlier despawn because we left? I mean, good on him, right? Get out of here, bestie. But also, does that mean I can't do his quest?
Careful!
Oh no, I'm tired. Oh god, I'm so tired.
Takes fire!
Okay. And what a rude guy.
I shall restore your health. Hold on.
Thanks, Rook.
Careful! A goblin!
Where? Okay, you fight the goblin. I'm just gonna kill these helpless
Grand
rabbits. Sleeper arrow. Honestly, sounds pretty cool. Okay. Now we've got all the Sunbrights we need. Just knock that off the list. And then also we do actually have some quest turn-ins that we can do. So let's knock that out.
I'll heal your wounds.
I also am very much like just hang out in the cities.
The wounded need medicine, cousin.
Because inside of the
Pray bring
cities
the
you have
flowers for the
infinite
compound
sprint.
quick as you
And I
can.
do just like sprinting around in circles
The
doing
mixture
absolutely
calls for
nothing.
I ask you this. Ah, brought the rest of them. All that remains is to find some moon.
So we already have the moon glow.
The wounded need the mixture. I ask you.
Perfect.
Aye, that's the moon glow has grown. Good. That's the both of them. In truth, I am surprised to see them got so quickly. I'll get to work directly. With luck, we'll have everyone back to health ere long. 'Tis your doing, cousin. I fear there's little I can offer you in thanks. Save this. Pray, take it. Now, to make some medicine.
Yeah, are the cutscenes jank? Sure. Yeah, are the graphics not like stunning? But like it's tight in all the ways I need it to be tight. Which is to say, generic plot with generic interaction. But I love it. I love it. Don't be weird, Lemmy.
The least we can do is pay our respects to the dead.
'Tis enough to give one.
No, you can be a little weird. I don't think... Did I check Estella's place for loot? I don't think I did, right? Because, like, her house was locked at night because she's a merchant. Hell yeah. Give me all your pies, Estella. You won't mind if I take your pies, will you? We all have a game that we love that is not always universally beloved. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Although Dragon's Dogma, I do think, deserves universal love. And frankly, I think if you don't universally love it, that's because you're a coward.
It seems this place deals in arms and
I was afield the day the dragon struck the shore, but I heard tell you charged it where it stood. I was afield.
Geraldo, I thought you were going to have, like, things that I could buy. I'm willing to pay you for these carrots and pumpkins. You feel that way about Rain World and Legend of Dragoon? I thought Legend of Dragoon was, like, super critically acclaimed. Is it not? Oh, that's crazy. It has a cult following. Interesting. Give me that large nut, please. I want to take a large nut in my mouth. The PS5 release has upped the numbers. Gotcha, gotcha. Has it been reworked for the PS5?
Feeling alright?
That pawn will be... Why don't you... His kind'll rot...
Like, does it have updated, does it have updated, like, UI or better controls or anything like that? Same delicious 2000s everything. I guess I can't complain as I'm playing Dragon's Dogma or ARISEN. Although I will say I'm glad that you're giving us a Dragon's Dogma 2 instead of just giving us a re-release. Because again, it's from 2012, right?
Served by a dedicated priest, from what they say.
I thank you, cousin. Pray forgive the trouble my cowardice has placed upon you. Cortez did not trade his life for mine, so I could wallow in idle self-pity.
You know, I would have before, like, accused Elvar of, like, oh, how very serendipitous for you. But you know what? It's true. Even if Cortez didn't sacrifice himself on purpose and Elvar threw him in the way, it would still be kind of rude for Elvar to have done that and then not do anything with his life.
I live the best I am able, for his sake.
Hell yeah, bestie.
What I can help you with?
Did you not have a quest 10
Would that
seconds
the
ago?
prophecy had been a bit more specific, eh?
I would have sworn you had a quest marker. Oh, nope, nope. That's your friend.
'Tis selfish to beg a favor in such times, I know. But there is aught I would ask your help in.
Clement's giving me an energy.
Might we speak a moment? Privately.
Sure,
My thanks.
bestie.
'Tis a sensitive matter. I would ask your discretion.
What are you
In the
asking
wake
my
of the
discretion
dragon's
for?
coming, many of the villagers have come to offer prayers.
Okay.
As a novice and a newcomer, I welcome the chance to be of use, but my scriptures are missing. I have yet to commit the verses to memory. Without the text, I cannot offer up a proper prayer.
Aw, that's not too
The
weird.
scriptures were secure in the chapel last I saw them. I do not wish to believe them stolen.
Sure.
If you come, pray see them back to me. I would be ever in your debt.
Hell yeah, Clement. Of course.
We'd best check places people rarely go. Where could that book have gotten to?
Uh-oh.
'Twas me. I confess it. I took the father's book from the chapel.
Wow, that was easy. Quest done. Headphones were low on transparent mode and you thought some random dude was talking behind you. It was me. I'm right behind you, Battle Benoit. And I will hydrate. Thank you, Pixie.
I tried to go back and find the book, but I was in such a panic as I ran. I just wanted to look at it, just curious is all.
Why didn't you ask him to look at his book?
Forgive me. I cannot remember where I lost it. I thought to steal a glance and then return it, but the dragon came and I dropped it as I ran. Cor, what am I to say to him now?
I'm sorry and I lost your book?
From day to night, this area feels completely different.
True.
Let's split up.
Why are we splitting up? Live your best life, I guess. There was another area that we could not go into.
There must be places nearby that we cannot easily see. Do you suppose this dried fish keeps long?
I mean, I would suppose such a thing. And also, not like I had my own car in California. You, however, had access to a vehicle. Oh, hello.
Perhaps we're being punished for some ill we've wrought.
Okay, Chaz. That's fun. I don't know what you're talking about, Pixie. I would never ignore some post. Oh, God. I can't remember. Can we get out these windows? I don't think so, right? But we can... Oh, God. But we can get up the top of these buildings. I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah. We can make, like... Can we make a furniture staircase? Maybe we can't get up from over here. Hold on.
We'd best check places people rarely go. There must be places nearby that we cannot easily see.
Sure. Just take all these pennies from the wishing well. Was this not where the prayer book was? Every nickel on the drum, on the drum. Oh, interesting.
Where could it be? We'll need to search low and high.
I forget that this game includes mantling, and so you don't have to go to specific places. What a cool game for it to include mantling. It's such a cool feature for these kinds of things. If you give me a fantasy setting where I can climb up onto the roofs of nearby buildings, I'm sold. You know what I'm saying? I'm a simple man. Let me mantle. You're saying you're a fan of Assassin's Creed? You know what's wild, Dernomad?
Textiles, though I'm not certain they're open.
I used to be probably a bigger fan of Assassin's Creed than I am nowadays. The whole, sort of Crusader era stuff would have definitely been more my speed. I remember I used to study... I say study. I had a...
What's that?
Casual interest in, like, you know, the Crusader states, and all that jazz.
The produce looks quite fresh.
Going back to the chapel. You loved Brotherhood and didn't play after Black Flag. I remember a lot of people were saying how much they loved Black Flag, but they loved Black Flag because it was in some ways not a Assassin's Creed game, right?
Where did... I'm glad it's found, but see it back to the father for me, please? Thank you.
Aw, Louis. You're just a sweet boy.
I am newly come, but now, just as others have come, I cannot think the scripture.
Holy Writ, which all new priests rely on, is as an important tool in their duties. Quest item. Okay, fair enough. Black flag was fine. Fair enough. When you're saying it's so gray, are you talking about the game, Battle
The
Benoit?
scriptures! You found them! Oh, Maker be praised! I cannot thank you enough. Truly, the people of Cassius are a good-hearted bunch.
Aww.
Now I can once more offer proper prayer on behalf of the village. But I have dallied long enough. There is work for me to do.
Not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting Clement to be a POS. Just seems like a dude.
It was Keena's prayers what saved you from death, I'm sure of it. It's a rare day one sees a prayer answered so surely, eh?
Okay. Yes, though sometimes life has a dull gray filter to it. Fair. I think if I didn't have such heavy nostalgia goggles, this game wouldn't live so rent-free in my brain.
A lovely chapel served by a dedicated priest from...
I simply cannot fathom why the dragon would harass.
Sure.
Fortune sees fit for us to live in interest. Imagine.
Sure. You play a colorized version of this game? Dang!
I take cheer our village survived the attack at all. Many claim the dragon foretells the end of days. Such talk is folly. We have survived cruel sickness and fierce storms, and we shall weather the dragon.
Der Nomad, do you mind looking up if Zhongli's voice actor is credited for voice acting roles inside of Dragon's Dogma?
Then beasts will burn the whole world up, way I see it. Save someone can stop them.
Okay, bestie. Don't mind me picking all these flowers from your graves. It's important for me to do my hero thing.
This looks interesting.
I don't know if it's gonna let me do this. Ooh, nice. It will let me do that. Hell yeah. Am I the best? Off on a hero's journey, eh? Is that a Zhongli voice line?
One could walk most of the village across the rooftops.
Yes, thank you, Rook. That's what we're doing right now. Oh my god. It's a Gallivant reference, of course. Honestly, the Gallivant has exploded my brain to the point where the only one I remember is "This is my moment in the sun. This is my moment." So you know. Yeah. I doxed you, Battle Benoit. The Zhongli voice actor was credited with Dragon's Dogma. Hell yeah. Okay.
Do you suppose this dried fish keeps long?
I mean, I hope so. I think that's why they dry it. Wait. No, the inn is where I need to go.
Join me for a drink?
But he also did the Rook and Clement dude.
Are
Totally
your travel
fair.
preparations complete?
Oh, so pawn would probably be... He is one of the voices you can select for your pawns. But Clement makes sense too. Okay. I wonder if the peddler is gone.
To the encampment. This path should see us there.
Because if he's like outie, I can't do his quest, which has a weird vibe. But I mean, like, it was an escort quest, so how much did I want to do it anyways?
Please don't overdo it.
I didn't know that he voice acted Speedwagon from JoJo's, so fair enough. I don't think they got stuck. I genuinely either think they despawned or it's a time sensitive thing, because I think I came out at night, right? So I think...
Careful! A goblin!
Oh. So I think either he just despawned because of time, or he's dead for another reason. You know what I mean? Or yeah, just like despawned because I left the zone without talking to him. So maybe he like got killed effectively. I'm so used to having more stamina than we have right now. Hachi-machi. Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter. Wow, Zhongli's voice actor has like a long and storied list, hey? So this is the encampment up here. Oh, cool. Thanks for the shovel, I guess. Now, I do know that goblins will spawn on the beach at night. Oh, what character is he in Overwatch? Oh no, my inventory's too heavy because of all of the fish I'm carrying. He's Torbjorn? Really? Huh.
I'll take that.
Okay. So it's officially nighttime. Which means goblins, I think. Or did I not open this last time I was here? It's officially nighttime. Because if I remember correctly, and it's very possible that I don't, the goblins spawn around those fires. Team Fortress 2 voice actors doing vines together? No, I definitely haven't. That sounds hilarious. Okay, now the peddler is just dead. Oopsie poopsie. Sorry, buddy. But in the interest of fairness, I didn't really want to do your escort quest.
This road will have us to the encampment ere much longer.
Oh, man. This encampment is kinda something. Which makes a good place to end the stream for the night.
Well, best of my knowledge,
Can you hear our voice? If memory serves. I know the way, Master. Follow me.
This is a part of the core mechanic of this game that's so wacky wild. So we've already had pawns introduced. Oh, also.
Ought to say so?
So we've already been introduced to the concept of pawns, which is that pawns are sort of NPCs, right? That that interact with the world.
Have all you need? We are an end first and foremost, but we offer more than simple lodging. We can safeguard your belongings or aid in learning new skills. Have your pick, any you like. What will it be today?
I guess store all of my old junk because I'm a hoarder. Plebeian shirt.
What will it be? Have your pick. Come again.
Oh, you do also spend your skill points here, but that's besides the point. Rosetta Stone language lessons. Almost as good, Mesphia. Rosetta Stone language? Hit me up.
Well met, ARISEN. Can you hear our voice? We speak to you from across great distance. The Pawn Legion has awaited you. Pray, forgive this strange and impersonal greeting. This rift serves as a gate. It connects our kind to your world. It opens to the ARISEN, for they possess a will powerful enough to guide. If you would claim to be among the ARISEN, prove the strength of your resolve.
So we can say yes, or we can say, nope, I don't want to.
Very well. Then we shall guide you in your trial. If you are an ARISEN in truth, this humble task will prove no obstacle.
I also need to use the bathroom super fast, so I will be right back. Okay. Let's finish out the first part of Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen, hey?
The Arisen must possess the valor to stand against all threats, and the power to quell them. A tireless spirit of self-improvement grants the strength to lead the Legion. Pray, show it now.
Oh, that's right. We're about to pop off.
We can safeguard you. Have your pick. What will it be today?
Let's see. One way or another, we're going to want Vigilance to extend our HP pool. Which is then immediately all of our skill points. So that'll be it. One second. Okay. Can I? Yes, I can change it. Fantastic. Give me more max HP, please.
What will it be today?
Pretty
Have your
classic.
pick. Come again soon.
And what could...
A strange power emanates from within.
What could possibly be the threat that they're talking about? This looks like a pretty safe place.
Seems the soldiers make their beds there.
Like a pretty solid encampment that's very safe and has no possible problems that could be associated with it. What could the Rift Stone be talking about?
The beast comes! Hurry!
Oh no, some sort of beast? Oh god.
There may be prowling monsters about.
What beast are they talking about?
No choice. To arms!
This Cyclops is like permanently a part of the
Throw it off balance! It's a troubling foe!
oh come on. Is a permanent facet of the Dragon's Dogma experience. And a part of it is... Oh no! Well, I don't know where I am. Oh, come on. Holy moly. Can I not climb further up him?
They hold
Okay.
the advantage.
Leave it to me.
It sure is, Tiger. I think he got glitched on the fire and just died from like non-stop fire damage, but I'll take it. A mysterious hooded figure.
I cannot take much more.
Oh, you doing okay, Rook?
I was clumsy. Was a close
Don't sweat
scrape
it,
that.
bestie. The
What's
Cyclops' eye, some of his bones. You get it. Wizard Snuggie? Come on now. If you do that fight fast enough, you can save some of the NPCs. They do not have interesting dialogue. I remember when I was first playing this game, I tried to do the Cyclops fight fast enough that like everyone manages to walk away. It is not worth it.
Let us go and give word of it. Set out from here and we'll be on the path to Grand Sorin.
So, wow. We've stopped the Cyclops. Are we
search the area?
Are we worthy of the title of Arisen now?
With that, your trial is complete. You are the Arisen in truth, proven beyond any doubt. Now, I bid you select a companion for the journey ahead. They shall serve you, and you alone, to share in your hardships and aid you in every endeavor.
And now, much like in Baldur's Gate 3 with the Rock is very mouthy. Much in like Baldur's Gate 3 where you get to customize your dream visitor, you just build a second character and it's your pawn. I don't particularly care. I'm just going to call them Twitch chat no matter what. So, is there anybody who's still watching? Because basically, I'll let you guys have the run of making the NPC, who is our pawn. But if no one has any preferences whatsoever, we could just vary default. Yeah. Make it... I'm sorry, Pixie. I'm sure I misheard you. Twitch chat. God, do we have a name it Amon? I don't know if we have an Amon option. I'm naming it Twitch chat because that way I get to scream at you guys regularly. Moniker Cursed. Let's see if there is an Amon while we're here. There is not. Do we have a moniker of Cursed? We could name him Clive. No. Yeah, we've already named him Twitch chat. The problem is now we need to give him some generic moniker for if there's somebody who's playing and they've got... We don't have an Emmett option, surely. Yeah, we don't have an Emmett option, thank goodness. Whatever I make, I'm gonna end up making them into just like a support mage to make us better at our job, smiley face. God, the idea of naming our magical wizard assistant Gary is very funny to me. Edward is the first name, so... We're going to spend the least amount of time on Twitch chat. No offense. We can only make one at a time, unfortunately. I say unfortunately, it's probably better that way, but if anyone else out there has a copy of Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, we can kidnap their boy. Basically, I can recruit other people's pawns to work on them. When faced with danger, which trait would you value most in a follower? Careful preparation. While in battle, which strategy would you prefer your follower employ? Rescue comrades in danger. Your follower rescues your party and turns the tide of the entire battle. What would you have them say? I think they literally just will say whatever quote you give them here. Now, master, strike the final blow. As a ruler, which gift would please you most? A magic potion that preserves youth? A brave and just hero to succeed you? The perfect spouse? A majestic white steed? A magic potion that preserves youth. Are you kidding me? Mage! Friend Twitch chat.
Our fealty is sworn to you, Arisen. From this day, the Legion's men called pawns live and die by your command.
So when my sister first had the game, she made a companion who was literally this like giant of a person, and their entire purpose in game was just to carry all of their stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of in love with that kind of a build.
I've learned new techniques against that foe.
Having been recognized as Arisen, you have been granted a loyal pawn to be your constant companion in your journey. In addition to this main pawn, you may hire up to 2 other pawns to support you in your adventures. Different pawns have different strengths, so use support pawns to tailor your party to fit your current needs. In addition to minding level and available skills, a pawn's knowledge is another important part in creating an effective party. Pawns with appropriate knowledge of quests or foes can provide helpful advice or battle strategies. So if you go to the stone, you can find new pawns. So for example, I think the ones that cost 0 are ones that are default provided by the game. But you can find other people's pawns. So if I had friends, tragic, who were playing the game, I might be able to, kidnap them. And then the higher the level of the person that you're trying to grab, the more... I don't know what RC stands for, but the more of that resource you have to spend to try and grab them. Why does the mark on her hand look like that dancing man hieroglyph? I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about, Battle Benoy. But yeah, so you can grab... We need a rogue. Sure.
Yes, Arisen?
Sure.
I am honored to travel with you.
Thanks, bestie. We've got 2 casters with ours. So I actually think...
Is everything in order, Master?
Let's get rid of Rook.
May our paths cross again.
and get a tank. Walker, sure.
Yes, Arisen?
Come on.
I am honored to travel with you.
That's great for me. Let's go. And so now we've got our squad.
Hello. Can I help you?
Nope,
Can I
I
bid
definitely
you
do not
for-
have enough currency to recruit anybody else.
Ah, a master and his pawn, is it? You'll be quite the force, come the day you learn to fight as one.
Sure.
Mind you, that is a skill better honed in practice than in the heat of...
Oh, that's right, I remember this.
I can help in that regard, should you wish it.
Yeah, that'll be a next stream kind of thing. Oh, also, who's this mysterious hooded figure? Ooh, who could they be? Well, we'll have to find the answer to that. Honestly, every time I see a mysterious hooded figure now, I do think Asians. We will have to figure that out later. Thank you guys all so much for being here and for hanging out. I appreciate it. We love little fantasy games and vibing and hanging out, and so it's really nice to be able to hang out with you guys. Thanks. It means a lot to me. But yeah, let's go ahead and see if there's somebody that we can raid into. Hey. Dragon's Dogma, like, perfectly scratches the itch of, like, generic fantasy. It's so good. I love Dragon's Dogma. Raid Shadow Legends, my favorite. Sure. It looks like Kishnok is doing a little bit of Skyrim, so I'm gonna go ahead and send y'all over that way. Kishnok's a dear friend, and besides, Skyrim is the ultimate in generic fantasy horseshit, right? Although, technically speaking, it has its own unique IP with the Elder Scrolls and everything, so who knows? Maybe someday we'll check out Elder Scrolls Online or something like that. But in the meantime, thanks so much for being here and for hanging out, and we will catch you all later. Bye!